Hey guys, Peter Weintraub here from Fitness Retriever, and today we're going to talk about one of the biggest myths in the food industry, calories. And people think calories really matter. If you ever tried a diet before, you're probably using an app like MyFitnessPal or Fitbit to measure your caloric intake throughout the day. And also, if you were on an exercise regimen as well, you added on those calories that you burned to your overall caloric intake for the day. Now, they have recommendations based upon your height, your weight, how many pounds you want to lose every week. I get it. But seriously, guys, how are you going to measure that? And how are you going to live your life living so meticulously? Even if you've achieved success on a calorically restrictive diet in your life, are you really going to keep that weight off 6 months after the diet's over, or a year after the diet's over, or 10 years after the diet's over? You're not going to do this for the rest of your life. It's meticulous. You can't enjoy your life doing that. So there's a really simple approach which I employ with my clients on my weight loss program, and it's quality over quantity. Instead of looking at how much food you should or should not be eating, you focus on what you should and what you should not be eating. So really quickly, what should you be eating? One, you want to try to make the foods you eat organic. Meats, non-starchy vegetables, raw nuts and seeds, low glycemic fruit, some starch, but really try to minimize it. So those are the foods that should comprise your diet. Now, what should you avoid? If you go to the grocery store, you should shop around the periphery or the outer sections. You don't want to go into the interior aisles. If a food product has a nutritional label on it, 9 times out of 10, it's not really food. If there are ingredients in the ingredient list and you have no idea what it is, you definitely shouldn't be eating it. These are things you need to remember both on a weight loss program as well as over the course of the rest of your life. We're being poisoned, guys. Foods are being genetically modified, they're being sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, and the meat we're eating is being injected with antibiotics and hormones that are staying within the beef, causing chemical changes that are harmful to the human body. We're opening ourselves up to a lot of issue, and don't even get me started on the addiction to sugar. It's important that instead of worrying about how much you're eating, you're worrying about what you're eating. And then what happens, and the amazing thing about it, is that when you're eating the right types of food, your body will be able to discern when it's had enough. You won't be eating an entire bag of chips or an entire cow or whatever the case may be. You're going to have a reasonable portion, and you're going to realize that over time, your body isn't going to need as much food as you think to function. You're going to create a great mind-body connection, and that in itself is not only going to get you the results you want in the short time on a weight loss program, but going to help you keep it and then sustain it and possibly even improve upon it over time. So keep this in mind. I just wanted to vent, really getting frustrating looking at all these calorically restricted diets, these portion control oriented diets. They may work in the short term, they're not going to last in the long term. And my theory and my methodology is all about long-term sustained success, so that long after you've ever watched this video or heard of me or even worked with me, you know what to do. I'm Peter Weintraub from Fitness Retriever. Thanks for watching.